My name is Vince McIntyre. I was born in the west of Ireland. I'm a jack of all trades, you might as well call me, yeah. I have my own rudimentary style. I come here one time to help somebody get firewood. There was an old clear cut and all the trees were down, but it was so beautiful, the panorama of the mountains and the lake and all that. I thought that'd be a nice place to live. When I think of home, I think of the little thatched house I was born in the west of Ireland. I still think of it as that, but this is most at home I feel any place since I left the place I was born. This is where I decided in the world to settle down. It was when I had just brought me back to my childhood, where we did before the tractor. I think it's a lesson right in the horses. It keeps you humble. Because a tractor, people get on a big machine and they have that power. With a horse, you have to be polite. You have to ask them. You have to get their willingness and attention. For me, it's a discipline. It's actually maybe like somebody doing the yoga or something like that, because it really takes you out of yourself, makes you focus. I remember thinking when I grow up, I'm never going to do this. And a lot of people felt like that, but for somebody to go back like I done is pretty rare. Back then I never thought I'd ever settle down, that I'd always be a traveler. And when I come here, I kind of grew into the place, and my daughter was born here in the Kootenays, so that's probably the reason that it made it home. When I started growing food, I come to realize that this is really important, to feed my family and my friends and people around me, and that over the years it become an issue, really important. It's going to become more important the longer I did, and I have better understanding. If you go and work in a automobile factory and you put 4 bolts in a radiator and that's all you know how to do, and you're dependent on being in a certain way with your superiors, otherwise you lose your job. You can't be real. It limits a whole lot of things about you, I remember thinking, riding around in a tractor in southern Ontario, thinking I'm not going to do this in my life ever again. And that's when I decided to farm. And so I had horses to train and harnesses to figure out and machinery to fix and so on. So it was pretty overwhelming. And wondering if I could do it or not. "30 years later, still here."